Hello, I'm Janessa. Welcome to my channel. I'm a health coach, and in this video, we are going to talk about the power of community. Actually, not just the power of community, but how community is essential for health and healing. And this is a topic that's really relevant to me right now in this moment because I actually just returned from a women's retreat in the mountains of Colorado just a few days ago. I'm now back home in my apartment in Boston. And this retreat was focused on community and the power of women in community, and also women being in relationship with men. Actually, all of the facilitators were men. So it was a really beautiful experience for me personally. And it inspired me to talk about this topic just in a little quick video, because maybe this will resonate with you. Maybe you're someone like me who for a long time, I tried to do as much as I could on my own. In particular, in my own process around my well-being and my health, thinking that if I just focused on what I had control over, things like my sleep, what I ate, how I moved, all of these factors are important factors with our health and our wellness, and they don't capture the full picture of what is possible for us and also what's essential for us. There's a reason why community and community support is one of the 5 social determinants of health, which have been researched over the years as critical non-medical factors impacting our health and our well-being as human beings. And so what does it mean to forge a path ahead of wellness in isolation versus doing it in connection and doing it with community? Well, it's transformative to move from one to the other, to understand that how we experience ourselves, how we experience our health is fundamentally connected to how we experience our relationship with others. And this goes beyond just physical health. It also impacts our mental health, our emotional health, and our spiritual health, however you define that for yourself, if that's something you choose to explore. And just to offer another perspective too, I think one of the other sticky areas that I got caught in on my own journey was thinking that community and connection and relationship had to look a specific way in order for it to be valuable, in order for it to be valid. But the truth is, at least in my opinion, see if this resonates with you, is that this can be defined so many different ways. Our healing and relationship can come from groups of people, but it can also come from our relationship with nature, our relationship with animals. And what also feels really present right now for me is the notion of healing and wellness and health in the context of a group of people, just because of what I've just been through with being at this women's retreat and recognizing where I still have my own opportunities, I'll call them, around what does it mean to be a woman? What does it mean to be in relationship with other women? Without getting into many of the details around my own personal experience, I have some wounding when it comes to my relationship with other women. So there was apprehension for me with going to this retreat. And isn't that true? That sometimes when we come to the edges of our own health and our own healing experience, we start to encounter potentially some friction, some hesitation, some apprehension. And that's okay. I think that's part of the process. And sometimes it requires a little more courage and support for us to move beyond that edge of our comfort zone, to put ourselves in situations, in environments, in contexts that may not be as familiar, that may not be as comfortable, yet they are also sometimes the portal, in a sense, into the next phase of our own healing process. So I wanted to offer this reflection to you, like I said, because of what I've just been through, but also what I see on social media and on YouTube, other platforms, that we can sometimes concentrate so much on the food we eat, on the exercise we do, the other habits and routines and rituals we have, which are important. They are fundamental to our health. And there's a whole other dimension that I personally think opens up for us when we begin to focus on relationship and how community, connection is essential for us to know what it's like to not only feel healthy or be healthy, but move into a fuller expression of who we are as individuals in the context of community. Thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to drop a comment below, say hello. Let me know if there's anything in this that touched you in particular. And I look forward to connecting again soon.